Hey you guys, this is Sandra8675. It is so good to see you again. Today's video is going to be on the Access event and the free gifts. I did download a bunch of free gifts the other day, and I'm going to be uploading them on Second Life here to get ready for CTS Wardrobe. So what I did was I recorded everything and I recorded it in fast motion, but not so fast that you cannot follow along. Because if you are interested in exactly what I'm doing, I wanted you to be able to follow along, but I didn't want to make it normal speed because I felt like that would just be too long of a video. So we're going to do it like that. And I'm also going to be talking about some real life makeup drama that's happening on YouTube right here on this very platform. And it's between Tati Westbrook, Shane Dawson, Jeffery Star, and James Charles. If you're familiar with the makeup community, then you know what's going on. I just thought I'd throw my opinion in there. And if you're interested in this type of commentary video, please give me a thumbs up so that I know that you're interested in more of it, or you can give me a thumbs down. Either way, it's completely okay with me. And please remember to subscribe to be updated on future videos. And let's go ahead and get started. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Right now we are on my platform in the sky, and that is where I'm going to be uploading my pictures for CTS Wardrobe and showing you the process. These are all items from the Access event, and the Access event is over on the 8th of January. So, I would go ahead and grab those items for free if you are interested in those gifts. I was going to say that, I've gone to the Access event this year, and I've also gone and grabbed all of the free gifts from the Shop Hop birthday event for the 17th birthday of SL. I do think the Access event gifts are better. I think they're better quality. I think they're more unique. And I do think the designers went out of their way to really produce an item that's unique and it's well designed. The Shop Hop event, I don't know. There's some gifts that are nice, yes, but I don't know. I just wasn't that impressed with the gifts. And there were a couple gifts that I don't recall the store names, but there were a couple gifts that were repeats from other events because I do shop a lot. I do keep track of these things. And, I just feel like at the events, the designers really have a unique time to produce a free gift that really shows what they got and what the company is all about. There's many times that I've gotten a free gift in the past, and I wasn't that familiar with the designer, but I did end up going back to that store and buying something or keeping an eye on that store because of the free gift. So it can really be used to the brand's, advantage as far as marketing and getting their stuff out there to people that aren't maybe used to shopping at their place or that their company is new. And I think some of them just kind of missed the mark. But, these are the Access event gifts. And actually the hair she's wearing right now is from the Access event. And let me see if I could walk you through kind of what I'm doing here. Again, I have it on fast motion just so that people don't get bored watching, me upload all this stuff. So, okay. Right now I have a bra and underwear on her, first of all, just so that YouTube doesn't freak out over a naked AVI. And what I do is if the item, once I upload it and I look at the folder, if the item has a texture, meaning an image of the thing inside the folder, what I will do is I will take a screenshot of that thing for CTS Wardrobe to use for later so that I could see it. I would rather use a pre-made texture image so that I don't have to go through and take a picture of the item. Now, what I'm using to take a screenshot is I'm using something called Jing, Jing. It's a free download you could get on Google. And from what I understand, Jing is changing their name on the 14th of January of this year. And I don't know what's going to happen to that screenshot service after that. But regardless, I am using a screenshot service, and that's how I take images of the texture. I never go through and use the link to Marketplace or anything like that, like some people do for CTS Wardrobe. I like to keep things ultra simple. So, like I said, if there's an image on Marketplace, if there's an image inside the folder of the item, or if inside the store they have a nice poster image of the item that a model's wearing, I will just go and take a screenshot of it, and that is what I will ultimately use for my CTS Wardrobe because it's easier. All right, so right here, let me see. Right here, she has some wings on, some balloon wings, and there was not a texture because, you know, I have them on her, so that means there wasn't the picture inside the folder. So what I do is I go and I take a picture of it, and the thing with CTS Wardrobe is you have to make sure that the name of the item inside your inventory is exactly 100% the same as the name you give the item in CTS Wardrobe on that website. Because when RLV looks for that item inside your inventory, it's looking for the name. It has no way to understand what the item is by the way you took the picture or what have you. It's just going by the text name. So, like if you have one space in between the words in your inventory on that folder item, and then you have two spaces in between those exact same words on the CTS Wardrobe website, it's going to confuse the RLV system and it will not be able to locate that item. So you cannot have any extra spaces, capital letters versus smaller case letters, periods, whatever. You can't have it. If it's not in the original folder in your inventory, then it cannot be on the CTS Wardrobe file name. So what I usually do, what you see me doing is once I'm inside the inventory and I'm looking at a specific file folder, what I will do is I will copy and paste the name just so that I'm not typing it, so there's no typos or whatever. And if there is a typo, it's okay. The typo has to be in your inventory folder and on the CTS Wardrobe website. As long as it's exactly the same, the typo does not matter. So when you see me highlight the file names, that's because I'm pressing, what am I pressing? I'm pressing the option that says rename on the folder, rename. That allows me to copy, to highlight the name of the folder, to copy it, and to paste it onto the CTS Wardrobe site. And again, I'm just always concerned with keeping the names exactly the same. Let me see, what else am I doing here? Oh, one more thing that's worth noting here is when an item does have a HUD, with CTS Wardrobe, a lot of times it's difficult to understand or remember if your items have HUDs or not. So what I do is, what I've started doing recently is I will open up the HUD to that item and I'll put it underneath the model somewhere where it's not covering up the thing I'm showing. I try to just bring it in as close as I can. And I will take a screenshot of the HUD with the item on Sandra, because that way it allows me to, even if I can't see the HUD colors of that item, it at least allows me to see, oh yeah, there's a HUD there. Because sometimes I forget. Sometimes if I'm looking at a picture of a pink dress, I'm just like, oh, it's just a pink dress, there ain't no HUD. So if I'm aware there's a HUD, then I could go into my wardrobe and open it if I feel like it. And there is a way to set it up on CTS Wardrobe where once the RLV system adds the item to your AVI, the HUD will open up automatically. We'll get into that later. I just was explaining why sometimes I'm taking screenshots is because I want the picture of the HUD. You tend to get a lot of HUDs with hair and shoes and, whatever. So yeah, that's why I'm doing that. I think that's pretty much what I'm doing there. All right, let me see what I'm moving up here just for the hell of it. All right. All right, so I put on the item there and there's no texture, so you see me taking a picture. And then I'm just copying and pasting the name that's on the folder and I'm saving it onto my desktop. That's what we have to do. Everything on my desktop is for Sandra is saved in a folder labeled Sandra's Clothing. I keep everything in there. And so that's why I take pictures en masse like this. I just take a bunch of pictures for CTS Wardrobe, and then later, whenever I feel like it, I will go ahead and I will upload those photos onto CTS Wardrobe, which I'll show you later. But right now, I'm just taking the photos because I could go faster that way. Actually, trying to record myself taking the photos was holding me up a little bit. I usually go a little bit faster, but I think it's good to see somebody do it. When I first got into CTS Wardrobe, I was never able to actually watch somebody do the process. So I do think it's helpful. And one other thing I wanted to say is many times through this process, I've filmed a couple of these things with me uploading the photos like this for CTS Wardrobe. If you see me not take a picture of something and delete it, it's because I decided I didn't like the item. It's just, I'm pretty quick with deleting things I don't like or that I think I have dupes of. Or, if I have if I open up a red pair of shoes and I'm like, oh, I have a red pair of shoes almost exactly like that, and the ones I have already are better, I'm just going to delete them right away. I'm not going to mess around with them that much. So you can always slow this video down and watch the process a little bit closer, but that's pretty much all that's going on. If you do have any questions, you could definitely leave it in the comment section. Yeah. See, right here is where I'm taking a picture of the HUD. And you see me using edit to get the HUD closer to me within the frame. Then I'm going to take a picture with Jing. There you go. I make the picture as big as I want. I copy and paste the name from inventory onto that file name, save it on my desktop, and then I move that file into RLV. Now, that scarf around my neck was an accessory, so I moved it into my accessory folder. That's something I forgot to say is once I hated this top. I deleted it. I know I did. All right. That is something I forgot to say is once I finished taking the picture of it, my process with that item in inventory is done. I cut it and I paste it into my RLV folder. That is the big deal. That's what you have to do with CTS Wardrobe. If it doesn't end up in the RLV folder, then the CTS Wardrobe cannot dress your AVI automatically. So it must go into the RLV folder. That's a very important process. So, you know, yeah, again, you could tell here that I'm taking the picture, goes on my desktop, on my Sandra folder. Then I will cut it. There I go. And I'll paste it into accessories in my RLV folder. Okay, so that's going to happen with everything there. Yeah. And just as a side note, that when I take pictures, because I'm dealing with, you know, a female AVI, I do like to have her wear some type of hair in the pictures, but for hair, I kept the side braid on her because it wasn't bugging me, but for hair, I always have her wear either an up, kind of a very high ponytail, or an updo, because I want something where I could just like put earrings on her and see them right away, or I could put a shirt on her and the hair is not covering the shirt. You know, whatever I decide, I just want to be able to, you know, see the actual item that I'm taking a photo of, you know, without the hair hindering the image. Because again, we're not going for the best picture in the whole world. I'm just trying to get a picture of the item so that I could find it later. That's all. See in here, there's a texture there, so I'm taking a picture with Jing again. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the makeup drama. I don't know if anybody else watches the makeup drama or not on YouTube. There is a big story going on right now between Tati Westbrook, Shane Dawson, Jeffery Star, and James Charles. Goodness, I don't even know where to start with it. I just thought I'd talk about it a little bit because it's such a huge story. But I've always had, just for the record, I've always had a little bit of a problem with Tati. I think a lot of the things she chooses to do are problematic, and I don't understand why she chooses to do some of the stuff she does, but that is what is happening. And so for those who don't know, Tati Westbrook is a very popular, very successful YouTuber. She's made millions of dollars on YouTube doing makeup reviews. She's been on, I don't know how long she's been on YouTube. I want to say probably around 7 years, if not more than that. She's a very, very pretty woman, and that always helps when you're on any type of video for YouTube, especially with the makeup community. And so apparently Tati and James Charles became very good friends in the makeup community, because James Charles is a very young male who does makeup and got very popular doing it. I want to say, just to give some context, I want to say James Charles has about 20 million followers, and I think Tati has about, oh goodness, I don't even know, maybe about 10 million, if not a little bit more. I don't exactly know, to be honest, but you could check all this on YouTube, check it out. So Tati and James became very good friends. James even went to Tati's wedding and did makeup for her on her wedding day. And they were just the best of friends, you know, according to what anybody could see on YouTube. And years had gone by. And then one day, Tati makes this video. I want to say it's been about a year ago now, maybe about 12 months ago. And Tati makes this video and starts telling everybody that James Charles cannot be trusted, that, you know, basically insinuated he's allegedly a predator. I have to say allegedly in there because I don't even want to get in trouble for this myself. And it's a very serious allegation she made, or insinuated in the video, allegedly. And so that created quite the uproar in the makeup community. And again, that was about 12 months ago. And of course, James was not interested in communicating with Tati at that point because his career pretty much went up in flames when she made that video and people didn't know who to believe or not believe. And anyway, just recently, I want to say about, my time is probably really off on this timeline, but about a year ago, then Jeffery Star has a makeup business and makes makeup on his own in his own right, and people seem to like it. But he had a colorful past that had a lot of negative connotations. And Shane Dawson, who also has millions, I would say over 20 million followers, decided to do a documentary on Jeffery Star. Jeffery Star probably has over 15 million followers. These people control the makeup community within the YouTube community. They have a lot of power. They have a lot of money. They get things given to them from YouTube because YouTube wants them to keep producing videos. They have mansions, they have mega cars, vacations, gifts given to them, PR. It's crazy. And so they have a lot of power within the industry. And so anyway, Shane Dawson did a documentary on Jeffery Star and made Jeffery Star look good. And people were willing to forgive Jeffery Star for much of his questionable past. And then, before you know it, Tati is hanging out with Jeffery Star. They're making videos together. And then Shane is hanging out with Tati, and they're making videos together. It's I don't even know what to say about it. It's just I could kind of see the handwriting on the wall when all this was going on. But you know, and if any of you watch any of this stuff, leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. I just the drama among these four people is just mind-blowing. It just never stops. They don't seem to be able to just make videos and fall ass backwards in the money and just live their life. They have to have drama also. So here recently, within the last week, maybe even 5 days, it hasn't quite been a week, I don't think, but it's leaked out that, well, I won't say leaked out, maybe that's wrong. Tati said she found out that Shane Dawson and Jeffery Star lied to her, allegedly, and made her, or talked her into making the video about James Charles, the negative one that insinuated he was allegedly a predator and dangerous to society. You know, and Tati's video, it's called, oh God, I wish I could remember what it's called. The name leaves me now. If I remember, hold on, you know what, I'm going to stop this recording and I'm going to look at what it's called. Hold on. Okay, you guys, I'm still kind of new at this recording thing. I guess I could have done that while I was talking, but anyway, let me see. I brought up Tati's video. It is called Breaking My Silence, and as a side note, looks like she has 9.35 million subscribers. And this Breaking My Silence video is basically throwing Shane Dawson and Jeffery Star under the bus, telling the general public that allegedly They made her, or coerced her into making a video about James Charles. Breaking My Silence now has over 9 million views. Woohoo. All right. And it looks like she has 179,188 comments under the video. And apparently all of the AdSense is going towards some foundation she chooses to back. You could look at that if you want. I could leave a link for it actually in the description of my video once I download it. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Then you could like check it out yourself. But oh boy, what a mess. And yeah, she said in the video that she made up with James Charles at this point, I guess. And I don't know. I just the thing that gets me about not only the makeup community, it's just that's the community I'm most familiar with. But the thing that gets me about anybody who makes YouTube videos is that when you have a fight with someone, or are not crazy about someone, or have a disagreement, or whatever is going on, don't post it on YouTube for millions of people to view. Like, keep it, you know, keep it between you and the person that you're having a problem with. You know, because even when Tati made the other video, it was called Bye Sisters. I don't know if it's still on YouTube anymore. Actually, I think it's not. I think Tati did state in her new video that she had to take it down. But boy, that video was highly incriminating and to James Charles. And it just wasn't cool to have up there at all. And, you know, she does have all this stuff monetized. God knows how much money she made from that video. I don't know how many views it got at this point. If it's not up, I can't pull it up. But she made a lot of money off that video, off of something extremely incriminating like that to her friend. And, you know, I don't recall what her reasoning was on why she couldn't speak to James Charles himself, like why she felt she had to do the video versus just contacting him personally. I have no idea. But again, bad judgment on her part. You just shouldn't do that. And it's also very odd to me that James Charles, with as much money and power that he has, even though he is rather young, I think he's not even 20 years old yet, but he chose not to, you know, follow up with her with any type of, I don't know, notice from a lawyer or something. Because talk about defamation of character. You just, putting stuff like that on the internet is just not cool. And she obviously wasn't sure about what she said, because she just said in her new video, Breaking the Silence, that she was talked into making that video based on what she was hearing second and third hand from Jeffery Star and Shane Dawson. And, you know, that's not cool. She took down that man's career. I mean, I'm surprised he even was able to come out of it. He surprisingly came out of the situation smelling like a rose, but and he's got more followers now, I believe, than ever before. You know what? Let me, since I can look on the internet while I'm recording this, let me see how many followers James Charles has, because it's been a really long time since I've looked on any of his videos. Let me see. All right, let me see. I'm trying to pull it up from Google. Here we go. Okay, let me see. I don't... Okay, so here he is. Okay, so he has, on YouTube, has 19.8 million subscribers. And let me see his last... Let me see how many views he got on his last video, just for the hell of it, so that we could see what type of power this person has. Alright, so... Alright, I caught it just in time, you guys, to cut out an airplane, so lucky us. So, All right, let me see what James Charles has going on here. All right, so I'm looking at his YouTube channel, at his videos. Let's look at just his last 4 videos. All right, so one video he did a week ago got 6.2 million views. The video right before that one, 2 weeks ago, got 5.8 million views. The video before that one, 4.5 million views. Before that one, there was 6.3 million views, a video that was made 3 weeks ago. Another video that was made 3 weeks ago had 4.3 million views. I can't even guess how much money he's getting from the ads that run on YouTube over that. I mean, that's just so many views, it's ridiculous. Of course, it depends on how long people are watching your video, like the watch time and things like that. And the algorithm is very hard to figure out on YouTube, but that's just a lot of views any way you look at it. Here, and you know what? Since I have Tati's video up anyway, let me look at the last couple of videos she made. She's been kind of keeping it kind of quiet on her end. She did say finally, officially, that she moved to Seattle, I guess, because she said that she felt so threatened by Jeffery Star, allegedly, who allegedly sent her some type of threatening letter, allegedly from one of his lawyers, allegedly threatening her to stay silent, allegedly. So, boy oh boy. Let me see. All right, so for Tati, let's look at her last 4 videos just for the hell of it, to compare between her and James Charles. So we're not even going to look at this Breaking My Silence video because that's not her normal video. I'll look at the other 4 here. Okay, so she made a video 2 months ago that had 1 million views. One that was made 2 months ago had 667,000 views. One made 2 months ago, it has 744,000 views. The 4th one was also made 2 months ago. She usually makes videos once every 2 days from my understanding. And one of them, she has 709,000 views. So, you know, although her views are not close to James Charles' views, she's still getting a lot of views because by anybody's standard, I believe once you hit 1 million views, it's considered viral, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me on that below in the comments if you think I'm wrong about that. I'm not really up on all the YouTube standards for that stuff because this is going well beyond what, you know, I'm not on that level. I just don't know. So, yeah, so apparently Tati is living in Seattle now with her husband for her own safety because she doesn't feel safe in the LA area, allegedly. And yeah, that's pretty much what's going on there. Let me see. Let me get back to the screen here. Okay. So yeah, and what else did I want to say? Oh, and Shane Dawson is just freaking out over what Tati said about him in her Breaking the Silence video. I'll go ahead and leave, you know, because why not? I'll go ahead and leave a link for all this stuff in the description below if you're even minutely interested in any of this stuff going on. I find it all very interesting because just because these people are so young, meaning they're under 30 years old, I want to say, maybe Tati's around 40. Anyway, these people are just very young. They have a lot of money and I mean crazy amounts of money to play with, and they're having these disagreements, and all these disagreements are, you know, put on the internet for everybody to see. They have arguments on Twitter, on any type of social media. They're going back and forth. It's just all very interesting, and of course the drama channels have been having a field day with this stuff on YouTube. Does anybody else watch drama channels? I do. I like watching Rich Lux and a couple other ones. It's entertainment for me, but goodness, some people are making a lot of money also on the drama videos. It's a whole thing in itself. It's funny when you talk to people that are not in the YouTube, that are not aware of any of the stuff going on. Some people never watch a YouTube video in their life and are perfectly happy. I love this bathing suit that's on the AVI right now. I just really love the colors and the chain around the waist. I just really think that's cool. And see, because that bathing suit is so cool, I did make a mental note to go back to that company whose name I can't remember right now. But I made a mental note to go back there and buy something from them later on, because see, now I'm aware of, a product they made that I really like the design of, and it fits my AVI really well, and so I'm into it. Some items I don't know, Blender is such a difficult program to use. I don't know who would say it's an easy program to use, but sometimes you could buy an item that's meant specifically for your body shape and it's still not going to fit right. And so I appreciate it when something does fit right. Now, the other day I was watching Mila Vanderveld on SL, for those who don't know. She's been on SL for a couple years, and she was making a comment that you could contact a designer if the item doesn't fit right, and sometimes, not all the time, because we can't guarantee what everybody will do all the time. But she was saying that sometimes the designer will tweak the outfit to make the item fit your AVI, because she was making a comment that although like I might have a Maitreya body and somebody else might have a Maitreya body, but the shape is going to be different. Like one shape might be tall, short, whatever. My shape might be something totally the bipolar opposite of the next person, even though they're all Maitreya bodies. So at times it can be difficult for the designer to make, clothing that'll fit all of those, different variables, even though it's the same body type. So, she was just saying that sometimes designers will tweak the outfit. I have thought about getting hold of designers a couple times when I bought something and it did not fit. There's been, a couple things in my years on SL that I've had to delete because, it just did not fit. And, even though I spent lindens on it and some of the stuff was not what I call cheap, I still had to get rid of it. So, I don't know. I would just have to feel pretty strongly about it to bother a designer about it. There was actually one thing I bought from a designer, more like it was I'm hesitating to even say it was a sexual related type item that you bought from a designer on SL, and the thing just it didn't work. It didn't work, period. It just wasn't doing what it was supposed to be doing at all, not even a little bit. And so I did ask a couple questions about it on a forum, and the designer actually ended up seeing it and got back to me, and it was cool about it. But anyway, it happens. Yeah, and Mila was, I don't know if I have time to tell you this other story because we're just moving along here. Yeah, but Mila the other day on her video was saying that a woman got an item from a designer and the item didn't fit, evidently, even though it was meant for that specific body that the item was bought for. And the woman wanted not only, I guess, another item, but she also wanted the money back for it. So, you know, I don't know. Mila said she heard about it or read about it on a forum. And, you know, it was just that double whammy that she not only wanted to keep the item or another item, I wasn't clear on that, but she also wanted the money back for the item. And so it was causing quite the uproar in the forum section that was discussing the issue. So I need to contact Mila and find out what forum that was. I'd be interested to read about it myself. So let me see, you guys. We are already almost done with the video. You know what? I'm going to go out with a song here, kind of relax, watch the last tip end of it. You guys, I'm very happy that you decided to join me for this video. Again, if you have any questions, leave it below. Like, subscribe, don't like, whatever you like. Let me know how you're feeling down in the comment section. And I will go ahead and see you next time. And the next video will be on the SL Shop Hop birthday 17th birthday event. And, you know, we'll just see how it goes. We'll see if these videos are liked or not. All right. Take care. Be safe.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again.